Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a kind and beautiful princess named Elira. Her hair shone like melted gold, and her eyes sparkled like the summer sky. Everyone in the kingdom adored her. Everyone, that is, except for one bitter soul, an evil witch, consumed by jealousy over Elira's beauty and pure heart, disguised herself as a beggar and came to the palace gates. Even though Princess Elira kindly offered her food and water, the witch only snarled, "Your kindness sickens me. From now on, you shall no longer walk on two legs, but for no more sweet words only barks." In the blink of an eye, the princess was transformed into a small, white puppy with soft, floppy ears and the most sorrowful eyes you've ever seen. Heartbreakingly, her own family didn't recognize her. They shooed her away from the palace, thinking she was just a stray. Alone and terrified, the little puppy wandered through dark forests and unfamiliar villages, her heart aching with loneliness. But one day, her luck changed. She was found by a young prince named Oren. He was on a quest to find a rare flower for his sick mother when he stumbled upon the shivering pup. "Poor thing," he said gently, lifting her into his strong, warm arms. "I'll take care of you." He named her Elira and brought her back to his castle, completely unaware that this tiny dog was actually a cursed princess with a heart full of hope. The witch's curse was powerful, but it had a weakness. It could only be broken if Elira proved her courage and if someone loved her for who she truly was, not for her royal title or her beauty. And so her great journey began. One day, while Prince Oren was traveling through the snowy mountains, he was ambushed by a pack of hungry wolves. They surrounded him, their eyes gleaming in the fading light. Elira, though small and seemingly helpless, was filled with a sudden bravery. She growled fiercely and barked with all her might, drawing the wolves' attention away from the prince. She was so distracting that she even bit one on the leg, leading the angry pack on a chase deep into the woods. This gave Prince Oren just enough time to scramble up a tall tree to safety. Hours later, Elira returned, limping and covered in scratches, but she was alive. That night, as Oren tended to her wounds, a single star in the sky twinkled brighter than all the rest. And Elira felt a strange, comforting warmth spread through her chest. One trial was past. 2 more to go. Weeks later, the prince and Elira were visiting a nearby village when disaster struck. A fire had broken out in a barn, and the flames were spreading with terrifying speed. Panic erupted as villagers realized a little boy was trapped inside. While everyone else stood frozen in fear, Elira didn't hesitate. She dashed into the burning building, dodging falling, fiery beams and thick, black smoke. She found the terrified boy huddled in a corner and nudged him toward the door, barking loudly until the villagers outside heard and pulled them both to safety. The boy hugged her tightly, his face streaked with tears and soot, crying, "You're a hero." That night, the moon glowed with a soft golden light, and Elira felt that same mysterious warmth again. 2 trials were now past. Only one remained. Prince Arain's mother, the Queen, was gravely ill. The royal healers had tried everything, but nothing worked. The only thing that could ease her pain was an ancient lullaby, a magical song known only to the royal family of Alira's kingdom. But with Alira gone, no one remembered the tune. No one, except her. That night, as the prince sat sadly by his mother's bedside, Alira hopped onto the bed. She sat beside the weak queen and began to hum. Not with words, of course, but with soft, rhythmic barks and gentle, melodic howls that perfectly echoed the lullaby's soothing melody. Oren watched in complete awe that song. "How do you know it?" he whispered, his eyes wide with wonder. He looked deeply into Eira's intelligent eyes, and suddenly he understood. "You're not just a dog. You're someone else, aren't you?" He gently placed his hand on her head, his voice filled with emotion. "Whoever you are, I love you, truly." The moment he spoke those words, a brilliant light surrounded Alira before his very eyes. The little puppy transformed back into the beautiful Princess Alira. Oren stared, speechless. You're the princess," he finally managed to say. "Yes," she smiled, with tears of joy in her eyes. "And you're the one who broke the curse." She told him everything, and he listened, his heart filled with wonder and love. Alira returned to her kingdom with Prince Oren, where she had a tearful reunion with her family. Together, their 2 kingdoms joined forces and banished the evil witch forever. Not long after, Alira and Oren were married, uniting their lands in peace and happiness. And in the palace garden, under the moonlight, they placed a beautiful golden statue of a small dogger, timeless reminder of the courage, loyalty, and true love that broke even the strongest curse. And, of course, they all lived happily ever after.